You are about to embark upon the great crusade. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well trained, well equipped, and battle hardened. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Welcome back to the Army Flashcards Ranger School podcast. I'm your host, Zach Wiley. It's been a while since our last episode. I apologize. I've had a summer full of training cadets out in the woods here at West Point. But the school year is back, and we're back at recording this podcast. As always, if you're looking for more free resources and information to help you get ready for Ranger School, just check out our website, armyflashcards.com. You'll find lots of good stuff there. And with that, here's Chapter 6 of the Ranger Handbook. This is Chapter 6, Movement. To survive on the battlefield, stealth, dispersion, and security is enforced in all tactical movements. The leader is skilled in all movement techniques. Refer to ATP 3-21.8 for more information. Formations 6-1. Movement formations include elements and rangers arranged in relation to each other. Fire teams, squads, and platoons use several formations. Formations give the leader control based on a MET-TC analysis. Leaders position themselves where they can best command and direct the formations, which are shown in Figure 6-1. Typical formations are the line, V, echelon, diamond, wedge, and file. 6-2. Formations allow the fire team leader to lead by example. Follow me as I do. All rangers in the team must be able to see their leader. 6-3. Formations also reflect fire team formations. Squad formations are very similar with more rangers. Squads can operate in lines and files similar to fire teams. When squads operate in wedges or in echelon, the fire team uses those formations and simply arranges themselves in a column or with one team behind the other. Squads may also use the V, where one team forms the lines of the V with the squad leader at the front, at the point of the V, for mission command. Platoons use the same formation as squads. When the unit operates as a platoon, the PL carefully selects the location for the machine guns in the movement formation. Movement techniques 6-4. Selecting a movement technique is based on the likelihood of enemy contact and the relative need for speed. Specifically, the factors to consider include control, dispersion, speed, and security. Movement techniques are neither fixed nor are they formations. Instead, movement techniques are distinguished by a set of criteria such as a distance between individual rangers and between teams or squads. 6-5. Movement techniques are not fixed formations. They refer to the distances between soldiers, teams, and squads that vary based on mission, enemy, terrain, visibility, and any other factor that affects control. There are 3 movement techniques: traveling, traveling overwatch, and bounding overwatch. The selection of a movement technique is based on the likelihood of enemy contact and the need for speed. See Table 3-5 on page 3-8. Individual movement techniques include high and low crawl and 3 to 5 second rushes from one covered position to another. 6-6. From these movement techniques, leaders are able to conduct actions on contact, make natural transitions to fire movement, as well as to conduct tactical mission tasks. When analyzing this situation, some enemy positions are known. However, most of the time, enemy positions will only be templated positions. Templated positions are the leader's best guess based on analyzing the terrain and his knowledge of the enemy. Throughout the operation, leaders are continuously trying to confirm or deny both the known positions as well as the likely positions. See Table 6-1. Table 6-1, Characteristics of movement techniques. Movement technique, traveling. When normally used. When contact is not likely. Control, more. Dispersion, less. Speed, fastest. Security, least. Movement technique, traveling overwatch. When normally used, contact possible, control, less, dispersion, more, speed, slower, security, more. Movement technique, bounding overwatch. When normally used, contact expected, control, most, dispersion, most, speed, slowest, security, most. 6-7, movement techniques vary depending on MET-TC. However, rangers must always be able to see their fire team leaders. The platoon leader should be able to see the lead squad leader. Leaders control movement with hand and arm signals and use radios only when needed. Leaders match the movement technique to the situation as follows. A. Traveling. Use this technique when enemy contact is not likely but speed is necessary. Leave 10 meters between rangers and 20 meters between squads. Traveling is more control than traveling Overwatch, but less control than bounding Overwatch. Minimum dispersion, maximum speed, minimum security. B. Traveling Overwatch. Use this technique when enemy contact is possible. This is the most often used movement technique. Leave 20 meters between rangers and 50 meters between teams. Considerations for this technique include only the lead squad should use traveling Overwatch. However, in cases where greater dispersion is desired, all squads may use it. In other formations, all squads use traveling Overwatch unless specified not to by the PL. Traveling Overwatch offers good control, dispersion, speed, and security forward. The lead squad is far enough of the rest of the platoon to detect or engage any enemy before the enemy observes or fires on the main body. However, the lead squad stays between 50 and 100 meters in front of the platoon, so the platoon can support them with small arms fires. This distance is dependent on terrain, vegetation, and light and weather conditions. C. Bounding Overwatch. Use when enemy contact is likely or when crossing a danger area. Both squad and platoon have bounding and Overwatch elements. The bounding element moves while the other one occupies a position where it can overwatch by fire the bounding element's route. The bounding element remains within firing range of the overwatching element at all times. Considerations for this technique include characteristics. Bounding Overwatch offers maximum control, dispersion, and security with minimum speed. Types of bounds. Successive bounds. One element moves to a position, and then the overwatching element moves to a position, generally on line with the first element. Alternating bounds. One element moves in a position, and then the overwatching element moves to a position in front of the first element. Length. The length of a bound depends on the terrain, visibility, and control. Instructions. Before a bound, the leader gives the following instructions to subordinates. Direction of the enemy if known, position of Overwatch elements, next Overwatch position, route of the bounding element, what to do after the bounding element reaches the next position, and how the element receives follow-on orders. Squad bounding Overwatch. Rangers leave about 20 meters between them. The distance between teams and squads varies. See Figure 6-2 on page 6-4. Platoon bounding Overwatch. When platoons use bounding Overwatch, see Figure 6-3 on page 6-5, one squad bounds, a second squad overwatches, and a third awaits orders. Rangers leave about 20 meters between them. The distance between teams and squads varies. Forward observers stay with the overwatching squad to call for fire. Platoon leaders normally stay with the overwatching squad, which uses machine guns and attached weapons to support the bounding squad. Another technique is to have one squad use bounding Overwatch, while the other two use traveling or traveling Overwatch. When deciding where to move the bounding element, consider the enemy's likely action, mission, routes to the next Overwatch position, weapon ranges of the overwatching unit, responsiveness of the rest of the unit, fields of fire at the next Overwatch position. Standards 6-8. Unit moves on designated route or arrives at specified location according to the op order, maintaining accountability of all assigned and attached personnel. Unit uses the movement formation and technique ordered by the leader, based on MET-TC. Leaders remain oriented within 200 meters and follow a planned route unless MET-TC dictates otherwise. 6-9. During movement, unit maintains 360 degree security and remains 100% alert. During halts, unit maintains 360 degree security and remains at least 75% alert. If the unit makes contact with the enemy, they do so with the smallest element possible. The unit uses control measures during movement such as head counts, rally points, or phase lines. Fundamentals 6-10. Mission accomplishment depends on successful land navigation. The patrol should use stealth and vigilance to avoid chance contact. Designate a primary and alternate compass and paceman for each patrol. All leaders except fire team leaders move inside their formations to best control the platoon. Note, the point man is never tasked to perform compass or pace duties. The sole responsibility is forward security for the element. 6-11. Patrols use stealth and cover and concealment of the terrain to its maximum advantage. Whenever possible, the patrol should move during limited visibility to maximize the technological advantages of night vision devices and hinder the enemy's ability to detect the patrol. They exploit the enemy's weaknesses and try to time movements to coincide with other operations that distract the enemy. 6-12. The patrol continues to use active and passive security measures. The leader assigns the subunit responsibilities for security at danger areas, patrol bases, and in the objective area. The leader plans fire support such as mortars, artillery, tactical air, attack helicopter, and naval gunfire. 6-13. The enemy threat and terrain determines which of the three movement techniques to use. Fire teams maintain visual contact, but there is enough distance between them so that the entire patrol does not become engaged if it makes contact. Fire teams can spread their formations to gain better observation to the flanks as needed. Although widely spaced, Rangers retain their relative positions in their wedge and follow their team leader. Only in extreme situations should the file be used. The lead squad secures the front and is responsible for navigation. For a long movement, the PL may rotate lead squad responsibilities. The fire team or squad in the rear is charged with rear security. Vary movement techniques to meet the changing situation. 6-14. The patrol achieves 360-degree security, high and low. Within a fire team, squad, and so on, the leader assigns appropriate sectors of fire to subordinates. This ensures the battlefield is covered. This includes trees, multiple-story structures, tunnels, sewers, and ditches. Tactical marches. 6-15. Platoons conduct two types of marches with the company: foot marches and motor or road marches. A foot march is successful when troops arrive at the destination at the prescribed time, physically able to execute their tactical mission. 6-16. To meet the standard, the unit crosses the start point and release point at the time specified in the order and follows the prescribed route, rate of march, and interval without deviation unless required by enemy action or higher headquarters action. The fundamentals of tactical marches include effective control, detailed planning, and rehearsals. Considerations include A. MET-TC. This stands for Mission, Task and Purpose. Enemy, Intentions, Capabilities, and Course of Action. Terrain and Weather, Road Condition, Trafficability, and Visibility. Troops and Equipment. Condition of Rangers and their loads, number and types of weapons and radios. Time, start time, release time, rate of march, and time available. Civilians, movement through populated areas, refugees, and OPSEC. B. Task organization. Security, advance and trail teams. Main body, the two remaining line squads and weapons squad. Headquarters mission command, control measures. C. Control measures. Start point and release point given by higher headquarters. Checkpoints. At checkpoints, report to higher headquarters to remain oriented. Rally or rendezvous points, used when elements become separated. Locations of leaders, where they can best control their elements. Communications plan, location of radios, frequencies, call signs, and OPSCIDs. Dispersion between Rangers, 3 to 5 meters by day, 1 to 3 meters by night. D. A march order may be issued as an op order, frag ord, or an annex to either type of order. An operational overlay or strip map is used for this. The march order includes formations and order of movement, route of march, assembly area, start point, release point, rally points, checkpoints, and break or halt points. Start point time, release point time, and rate of march. March interval for squads, teams, and individuals. Actions on enemy contact, both air and ground. Actions at halts. Detailed plan of fire support for the march. Water supply plan. Medical evacuation plan, medevac plan. 6-17. Platoons are made up of several Rangers fulfilling different positions and responsibilities. They include the platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leaders, security squad, assault squads, medic, and individuals. Their duties before, during, and after the movement are detailed below. A. Platoon leader. Before, issues warn ord, op ord, or frag ord, inspects and supervises movement preparations. During, ensures unit makes movement time, maintains interval, and remains oriented, maintains security, checks condition of Rangers, spot checks water discipline and field sanitation. After, ensures Rangers are prepared to accomplish their mission, supervises squad leaders, and assures Rangers receive medical coverage as needed. B. Platoon Sergeant. Before, helps PL, makes recommendations, enforces uniform and packing list, and obtains accountability of Rangers prior to the start point time. During, controls stragglers, assists PL maintaining proper interval and security. At halts, maintains accountability, enforces security and the welfare of soldiers, enforces field sanitation and litter discipline, performs preventative medicine, and confirms head count prior to leaving the halt. After, coordinates for water, rations, and medical supplies, recovers any casualties. C. Squad leaders. Before, provides detailed instruction to team leaders, inspects boots and socks for serviceability and proper fit, adjustment of equipment, full canteens, and equal distribution of loads. During, controls squad, maintains proper interval between Rangers and equipment, enforces security, and remains oriented. At halts, ensures security is maintained, provides Rangers for water resupply as detailed, physically checks the Rangers in his squad, ensures they drink water and change socks as necessary, and rotates heavy equipment. Units should plan the latter in detail to avoid confusion before, during, and after halts. After, occupies squad sector assembly area, conducts foot inspection and reports condition of soldiers to PL, and prepares them to accomplish the mission. D. Security squad. Serves as point element for platoon, recons route to the start point, calls in checkpoints, provides frontal security and early warning, maintains rate of march, moves 10 to 20 meters in front of main body. Trail team provides rear security and moves 10 to 20 meters behind main body. Assault squads. Provides left, right, and rear security for the platoon. Is prepared to provide additional combat power should the security squad receive contact and moves 10 to 20 meters behind the security squad. F. Forward observer, radio telephone operator. Maintains constant communications with higher headquarters, moves with the PL, and sends all reports. Builds field expedient antennas as needed. G. Medic. Assesses and treats march casualties. Advises chain of command on evacuation and transportation of casualties. H. Individual. Maintains interval and follows team leaders' examples. Relays hand and arm signals. Remains alert during movements and at halts. Movement during limited visibility conditions. 6-18. During hours of limited visibility, the platoon uses surveillance, target acquisition, and night observation (STANO) devices to enhance effectiveness. Leaders must be able to control, navigate, maintain security, and move during limited visibility. 6-19. When visibility is poor, methods that aid in control include moving leaders closer to the front, reducing the platoon's speed, and using luminescent tape on equipment. Leaders also reduce the intervals between soldiers and elements and executes head counts. 6-20. While navigating during limited visibility, the unit uses the same techniques as in daylight, but leaders exercise more care to keep the patrol oriented. To maintain security, strict noise and light discipline is enforced, and radio listening, silence, and camouflage is used. Using the terrain to avoid detection by enemy surveillance or MBDs, Rangers make frequent halts to stop, look, listen, and smell (SILS). Whenever possible, mask the sounds of movement. Rain, wind, and flowing water disguise movement sounds very efficiently. 6-21. Leaders plan detailed actions to be taken at rally points. All elements maintain communications at all times. The two techniques for actions at rally points are minimum force. Patrol members assemble at the rally point, and the senior leader assumes command. When the minimum force, designated in the outboard, is assembled and organized, the patrol continues the mission. Time available. The senior leader determines that the patrol has enough time remaining to accomplish the mission. 6-22. During halts, the unit posts security and covers all approaches into the sector with key weapons. The positions used are short halt. This typically takes 1 to 2 minutes. Rangers seek immediate cover and concealment and take a knee. Leaders assign sectors of fire. Long halt. This typically takes more than 2 minutes. Rangers assume the prone position behind cover and concealment. Leaders ensure Rangers have clear fields of fire and assign sectors of fire. Danger areas. 6-23. A danger area is any place of a unit's route where the leader determines the unit may be exposed to enemy observation or fire. Some examples of danger areas are open areas, roads and trails, urban terrain, enemy positions, and natural and man-made obstacles. Bypass danger areas whenever possible. 6-24. There are standards, fundamentals, and techniques for crossing danger areas. Rangers take the following steps. A. Standards. The unit prevents the enemy from surprising the main body, moves all personnel and equipment across the danger area, prevents decisive engagement by the enemy. B. Fundamentals. Designate near side and far side rally points. Secure near side, left and right flank, and rear security. Recon and secure the far side. Cross the danger area. Plan for fires on all known danger areas. C. Techniques for crossing danger areas. Linear danger area, or an LDA, actions for a squad. See figure 6-4 on page 6-10. Step 1. The Alpha Team Leader observes the LDA and sends the hand and arm signal to the Squad Leader, who determines the bound across. Step 2. Squad Leader directs the Alpha Team Leader to move the team across the LDA far enough to fit the remainder of the squad on the far side of the LDA. Bravo Team moves to the LDA to the right or left to provide an overwatch position prior to the Alpha Team crossing. Step 3. Squad Leader receives a hand and arm signal that it is safe to move the rest of the squad across. B Team is still providing overwatch. Step 4. Squad leader moves with RTO and Bravo team across the LDA. Alpha team provides overwatch for squad missions. Step 5. The Alpha team assumes original azimuth at squad leader's command or by hand and arm signal. LDA crossing for a platoon. The lead squad halts the platoon and signals danger area. The platoon leader moves forward to the lead squad to confirm the danger area and then decides if current location is suitable for crossing. Platoon leader confirms danger area or crossing site and establishes near side and far side rally points. On the PL signal, the trail squad moves forward to establish left and right near side security. Once near side security is established, the Alpha team of the lead squad with the squad leader moves across to confirm there is enough room to fit the rest of the platoon on the far side of the LDA. Once he conducts SILs, the squad leader signals the PL all clear. During daylight, the signal can be something such as thumbs up. At night, use something such as an infrared or red lens. The PL then directs the Bravo team of the lead squad to bound across by team and link up with the Alpha team of the lead squad and pick up a half step while the rest of the platoon crosses. Platoon leader then crosses with RTO, FO, and Weasel and one gun team. Once across, PL signals the second squad in movement to cross. Platoon sergeant with a medic and one gun team crosses after second squad is across, sterilizing central crossing site. Platoon sergeant signals security squad to cross at their location. Platoon sergeant calls PL via FM radio to confirm all elements are across. PL directs lead squad to pick up normal rate of movement. Note: platoon leader plans fires on all known large danger area crossing sites. Nearside security and overwatch sterilizes signs of the patrol. Danger area, small or open. The lead squad halts the platoon and signals danger area. PL moves forward to the lead squad to confirm the danger area. Platoon leader confirms danger area and establishes near side and far side rally points. PL designates lead squad to bypass danger area using the detour bypass method. Paceman suspends current pace count and initiates an interim pace count. Alternate pace and compass man moves forward and offsets compass 90 degrees left or right as designated, and moves in that direction until clear of the danger area. After moving set distance as instructed by PL, lead squad assumes original azimuth and primary paceman resumes original pace. After the open area, the alternate pace and compass soldier offsets the compass 90 degrees left or right and leads the platoon or squad the same distance in meters back to the original azimuth. Danger areas, series. 2 or more danger areas within an area that can be either observed or covered by fire. This includes double linear danger area, LDA technique and crosses 1. Linear or small open danger area, use bypass or contour technique. Linear or large open danger area, use platoon wedge when crossing. Note: a series of danger areas are crossed using the technique that provides the most security. Danger area, large. Lead squad halts the platoon and signals danger area. Platoon leader moves forward with RTO and FO and confirms danger area. PL confirms danger area and establishes near and far side rally points. PL designates direction of movement. PL designates change of formation as necessary to ensure security. Note: platoon leader plans for all large danger area crossing sites. Nearside security and overwatch sterilizes signs of the patrol. Before point man steps into the danger area, PL and FO adjust targets to cover movement. If far side of danger area is within 250 meters, the PL establishes overwatch and designates lead squad a clear wood line on far side. End Chapter 6. Alright, that's it for this episode of the Army Flashcards Ranger School podcast. Thanks for joining us. Again, as always, check out our website, armyflashcards.com. We got some new stuff that's been coming out. One item of interest you might want to check out is our new terrain model symbols kit that we got pushed out. It was actually used pretty extensively this summer out at training and to lots of good use. And I've heard it's pretty useful at Ranger School, so check it out. And we look forward to joining you next time.